It's spring 2025 and we are bringing you some of the most beautiful blossom that London has to offer. So we've gone around, it is right at the end of March and we're going to start here at Stratford, which is the old Olympic Park from 2012, and then we're going to whiz around, we're going to go to Greenwich and we're also going to go to Swiss Cottage, two other places where we haven't brought you spring blossom from before. So we're starting off here. Now this used to be the Olympic Village when the Olympics were here in 2012, and now it's full of residential areas. But just look at this beautiful spring blossom walk that they've left behind. So not only are we going to do here, we're going to go into the park as well and get the spring blossom. Now I know what you're thinking because I get messages all the time from people in America and also in Canada. You're probably under 5 foot of snow, and anyone else in the Northern Hemisphere as well. Well, we're lucky. We seem to have gone early with spring this year, which is why we wanted to bring you the beautiful spring blossom. And speaking of beautiful spring blossom, how about this? This is the Spring Blossom Park, which is a section of the Olympic Park. In this section, they've planted 33 beautiful spring blossom trees, all coming out at slightly different times. But the good news is, whilst we're here, we've got some beautiful whites and we've got some beautiful pinks as well. Now, the amazing thing about this park is it's all accessible. Everything is accessible by ramp. So if you're coming with a pushchair or you're coming with a wheelchair or anything else like that, you can get down this beautiful avenue here as you can with the whole of the Olympic Park. And we'll give you a sweep round of that in just a couple of seconds. So whilst the spring garden may be quite small, there's some fantastic chairs so you can sit back and take it all in, including these beautiful daffodils which you can see perched up on the hill here, and also these spring blossom trees as well. The park itself is an absolute must visit, and if you've got young children, there's some great playground areas around here as well. But as you can see, there's plenty of bench space, and as you can also see, the pathway is all really flat, so you can just take in the natural beauty that's around you. The park, which is all part of the legacy of the 2012 Olympics, has been a phenomenal success, and they keep developing different areas of it. Plus, not only that, you've got the beautiful Lee Valley River that runs through it, which you're going to see right now as we have a swoop round. We're really fortunate with the London weather, which basically means that it's a couple of degrees higher here than it is in the rest of the country, which means the blossom and everything else comes out a slightly bit earlier. Now, as you can also see right off in the distance there, you've got cranes where they've got lots of building that are going on. Plus also in the park itself, you've got lots and lots of winding paths which really do take you through some fantastic wildlife areas, which once again were all set up as part of the Olympic Park. For those of you in different parts of the world where the temperatures haven't reached this level yet and therefore you haven't got spring, I hope it just gives you a beautiful flavour. And if you're in the southern hemisphere, don't worry, next another 6 months and you've got this coming your way as well. Whilst the spring blossom garden here is quite small, but it gives a real good power with all the different colours, it's one of those places to come and linger. And whilst I'm doing this in the middle of the week, I can guarantee you at weekends, this is absolutely packed. If you're thinking of coming out to the Olympic Park to come and see the area, to climb the orbit, which gives you amazing views over London, to come and see the Olympic Stadium, or alternatively come and see the velodrome where they did all of the cycling, this is a great place to come. Plus there's plenty of places around the park you can get refreshments as well. The easiest way to get here is on the underground, although buses come here as well. And Stratford, although it's called East London, well, really, from Liverpool Street, it's about a 5-minute journey on the Elizabeth line. Yes, you've got the Elizabeth line comes out here, you've got the Central line, Jubilee line, plus you've got the Overground Railway all coming out from Liverpool Street. So it really is an easy place to get to. So whilst the spring blossoms all just come out, you can see you've got that lovely blanket of petals already starting to fall. So it's certainly one of those things, if you're going to get to London and come and see the spring blossom, well, I wouldn't leave it too long. And I'm looking forward to bringing you some of the other places that we've got featured in this video as well, as we get around both Greenwich and also Swiss Cottage. Plus, also over the next month or so, whilst we're out and about, we'll bring you other spring blossom in other videos as we're doing those as well. And it's incredible to believe that about a month ago we brought you the daffodils already from St James's Park. So here you go, a nice bank of daffodils. And next, let's pop to Greenwich. So we're back in a place that we came to earlier this year, which is Greenwich Park. And the reason we're here is because we have the Cherry Blossom Avenue. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, where's it gone? Because that's what we've got so far. Not a lot. Got lots and lots of daffodils. So I was scanning around. But in the way of cherry blossom, not a lot. But now, actually, I remember from coming up here, quite a few years ago, actually, I think there's some magnolia trees, which are just around here. So we're going to go and grab those. I've got a funny feeling they've trimmed a lot of the stuff back here, because I also remember from years gone by that when you came in, which is round by Cottage, so you come into the Cottage station on the Docklands and you come in, there was a whole sort of avenue of cherry trees. But I've got a funny feeling everything's been sort of knocked around, because also they're doing up the rose garden, and I'm guessing they're getting that ready for the summer. So what we'll do whilst we're here, because hey, I've climbed to the top of the hill, and if you remember my video from Greenwich Park, when we did Greenwich Park on its own, you'll remember that was quite a steep hill and I was out of breath by the time I got to it. Although that's probably more a reflection on me than it is the hill. So let's show you some of the beautiful daffodils, because they've got those out here as well, all underneath the beautiful trees. Look at those. Absolutely glorious. But then, I can see. Right, hang on. Now this is interesting. I can see some cherry blossom off in the distance, but let's see if we can get to it, because it's on the other side here. I've got a funny feeling you can't. So basically that's the ranger's house that you've got over there, which you can get into. I can also see some blossom there. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go down towards the magnolia trees. Oh, there's a sign on the scaffolding here, which will probably give us an indication. So well, we're coming up. There you go. You can see the work going on here as well. No, just a warning, keep out. Rose garden closure. Here we go. Final phase. And it will be closed between the 10th of February, when we're here, till May 2025. Okay, fine. I won't cry too much. So that was sort of meant to be a rose blossom, a cherry blossom avenue. We walk down there. But if we walk, here we go. If we walk around here, do you know what? We are going to find some blossom. I'm absolutely determined of it. I promise. There you go. And I'll tell you what, let's just have a little walk around as well. So we're at the highest part of Greenwich Park, which of course is well known for its observatory. And as we sort of swing round, that area you can see there in the middle is the cricket pitch. And the bit that's marked out is protected to stop people running on the square. That's the bit they actually play the cricket on. So that's where they bowl and bat, etc. later in the year. So they keep that well and truly preserved. But of course, it is more well known up here for the observatory, which is what most people come up here for. But as a park itself, do you know what? It's developing into one of those parks that actually is becoming a favourite, because it's a royal park, but not many people know about it or think about it, because actually they come up here for the Prime Meridian or the Maritime Museum, etc. Do you know what? We're in luck, because we've got a tree over there which will have white magnolia on it. But look at this one. It's starting to open up and it's starting to look lovely. And actually, let's have a look at the flowers. There we go. They are starting to blossom. So there you go. It was worth coming up here. Because what I wanted to do this year is give you some places that either we haven't been to for quite some time or weren't so well established. Hence, that's why we went to Stratford, because when we went to Stratford first time, it had only just been planted. Now, that's rather nice, isn't it? And actually I can see some spring blossom through. So they've still got the odd tree down here. And if you remember back to the video, and I will put a link at the back of this one into the Greenwich Park one, you can actually see the wall that was built up here. I think it was James III built a wall up here. I put it round. A lot of it still stands today. Although it's probably fallen down several times. It's got new bricks. There you go. Ah, lovely. Look at that against the blue sky. It was worth it. Yeah! It was definitely worth it. Here we go. Nice. Right. Let's see if we can find any more, because I'm now at the furthest part of the park, so we might as well carry on walking around. And as we carry on walking around, we've got a little lake area here. Determined to find something more for you. And then I've got another thing up my sleeve to bring you as well in this video. A place we haven't been to before. But I had to get my skates on because what's the time now? Just give you an idea. Time now is 4:30 and the sun will be setting in an hour and a half. So I've got to make sure I get there beforehand so we can actually get that in. But it's a little bit of a go because we are now in south east London and I need to get to northwest London. So literally right across. So there you go, going to be testing my transport and travel skills. And there's a couple more bits I want to get for another video in here whilst I'm here. But anyway, rather lovely. See if we can get some more blossom. Oh, I found some. I think I found a little area. And in which case, yes, I have. Well worth coming up. Let's get some more daffs as well. Good old daffodils. And I can't believe we actually bought those to you over a month ago from St James's Park. There we go. But they are still going strong. So one of the things you guys will know, us Brits have got a reputation for talking about the weather a lot. And this channel is no exception. So just to give you an idea, it has been extremely mild over here, which is why all of this has popped up. So whenever I put this stuff on, you guys then tell me in Canada, in the US, it's like under 4 feet of snow. There's no chance of anything popping through. Yet for us, it's been so mild. And in fact, where are we shooting this? Near the end of March, not quite at the end of March, but right near the end of March. It's been so mild, we've actually had a couple of days where it's been 19 degrees Celsius, which is bonkers. Because it actually makes you think lovingly of summer on its way. Right, let's get some more blossom. And we've got it here in this little walk through. And then I'm going to show you some more daffs as we cut through, back through Greenwich Park. There you go. That's lovely, isn't it? I'll tell you what, let's go up close. That's beautiful. And we've got some of these as well. I know they're not roses, I can't remember what they are. I know someone will put it because everyone does every year for us. No good with flowers, but do you know what? I know what they look like. And I know how they smell. So it's well worth doing. There you go, these are lovely, aren't they? And these are normally, funnily enough, the Ranger's house that we showed you just now, which is under scaffolding and being rebuilt, they have those up around there as well. And then you've got this little sort of rockery area. That's very nice, isn't it? I haven't discovered this bit. See? Oh, the scent. I can only describe the sweet smell of the scent. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? That is a lovely shade. With the sun shining on them beautifully. Ah, but the smell in here is just absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely sweet smell. There we go, let's show you some more white ones we've got there as well. Lovely. Oh. And then, I don't know if you can see at the base of the tree, we have one of the squirrels. Hello. There you go. Yes, I'm going to do squirrel whispering again. You might think I've got food, but I haven't got a thing. Sorry, I'm going to be short-changed otherwise if you think I've got food. Oh, look at this. As we come out of this little gardened area here,
which I've just discovered. The main building here is a set of toilets. So they've actually done the Royal Park up here, the garden with toilets. That's what they've done, they put the garden around just to sort of hide it all away. Makes it look lovely, look at that, that's great. And then, for our final bit up here at Greenwich Park, let's get the beautiful daffodils, which have been roped away to stop people, I'm guessing, from walking on them. So we have an absolute sea of daffodils here. Let's get around this tree. That's what I like about doing these videos. You never know what you're going to come to and find. So there was me getting all disappointed. And actually, it's glorious. And there we go. That is lovely. All the daffs gently going in the breeze. Lovely big open space. And then as we swing round, you've got a big car parking area, so it's nice and easy to get to if you fancy coming to Greenwich Park. And then on the other side, but out here, the gates at the end here, you've got Blackheath, which is another area we must come and visit at some point. But not today, because time is very much against us. Right, let's see if we can get another place in. See you there. Now, those of you that know me better will know he's back again, and he's in the same area. Yeah, I am. I'm still in Greenwich. Haven't disappeared. But that's because I'm up right by the observatory at the top of the hill. But you've got this, which is the Pavilion Cafe. Now, I'm not here because it's for the coffee channel, and in fact, I'm not even going in there for a coffee today. But I'm here because it looks like just around the back near the bins. How beautiful. This is rather lovely, isn't it? Yeah, very nice. But look at this. You know, I said just now about finding the magnolia. How about that? Beautiful. Absolutely glorious. Now that is in full bloom and going. That is amazing. And I thought, I've got to capture that. So, with the pinks, the whites and the yellows, all here at the Pavilion Cafe, that's certainly, if you're coming to the top of the hill and you get the observatory, this is almost next door to it. Pavilion Cafe, pop into their back garden and you get a little bit of that. And with the puffiness of the clouds above and the blue sky, God, what a winning combination.
So one of the final places I want to bring you today was to, well, Swiss Cottage. And believe it or not, there's a park at Swiss Cottage. Or at least, once upon a time there was.
Because currently, they're knocking 7 bells out of it to bring us a new and improved park. I'll show you that in just one second. But anyway, good news is, they've left a lot of the spring blossom. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Yes, you can see all the building and all the rest of it. But let's bring you the spring blossom. You can see where the park is, but this is just incredible, and it is just thick. So Swiss Cottage is literally just down the road from Baker Street. Lord's Cricket Ground is nearby as well. Actually, I can see this as being a rather lovely park once it's done and dusted. But you know what? Even so, you are still thick with the spring blossom here. Let's just go for a close-up. There we go. Which is pretty sensational. I feel like for most people, Swiss Cottage is just another one of those underground stations on the Jubilee line that everyone looks at and goes, I wonder where that is. Well, this is where it is. So, amazing. But also, it really does attract people. And interestingly enough, whilst I'm down here, there's Japanese people down here who, of course, celebrate the spring blossom massively. It's a big celebration in Japan. Especially in the Kyoto Gardens, etc. So they're down here taking photos, but this is just beautifully thick. Amazing. Especially with the sky and the night setting behind it. Phenomenal. So there you go, that's the spring blossom for 2025. Hope you've enjoyed it. And wherever you are in the world, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, hope your spring is coming along nicely. Unless of course you're still under about 5 foot of snow. Who knows? But I know you'll let me know down in the comments down below. I can also tell you the other bonus is the smell is just absolutely wonderful of the spring blossom as well. Now, one of the things I mentioned was a Kyoto garden. And we have one of those, and it's in Holland Park. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link our video to Holland Park and the Kyoto Garden up in the top right-hand corner, so you can watch that, because that's a beautiful place to come and visit when you're in London as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with a bit more of the spring blossom here at Swiss Cottage. And as we do, we'll say touchy byes and thanks for watching, and we'll do another one of these next spring. I do like getting out and see these flowers. Hope you've enjoyed it too. Take care. Bye.